Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's AYCG Gamecast, episode 538. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Fensad.
Ahoy.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners and viewers, to the Gamecast 538. I'm back. I'm alive.
Yeah.
No COVID.
You made it.
Yep. Just bad sinuses. Couldn't talk. I was sleeping so much.
Allergies, man. Like the weather changing a lot could definitely affect that.
You know what? When you have the pressure like at the top here, all I want to do is sleep. That's all I wanted to do. Like even when I was playing, playing Yakuza, I was like laying on the couch playing that game, and oh my god, just we can get into what I've been up to. I finished that game, and I spent an entire week on just business management. So I wasn't able to podcast last week, right? The week before that, all I did was the business simulator. And I got my business to number one, got 20 million yen, which bankrolled me. And then from that point on, I was able to start buying potions, investing in gear, because crafting is very important and you need a lot of money for crafting. In fact, I never maxed out my weapon. I kept trying to, but I was up to like a $10 million investment in my one weapon, and I'm like, I can't keep doing this. And then finally I was like, it's time to progress the story, because I also did sub stories. I did a ton of side stories, sub stories, and I finished all of those. And then I found the battle arena in this game, and I was like, you know what? I know that after that one boss battle I talked to you guys about, I knew that I was like, I'm not going to this game underleveled anymore. So I ran the battle arena, like it's all different floors and you have different fights. And so as you get towards the end, obviously they get harder. Once you get to certain, like every 5 levels, you're able to exit out and you come back in at that 5th, part, so you don't have to start over and over. But every fight you get extra bonuses for doing certain things, and you get gear at the end of it, or equipment, like, or armor, or, weapons or something at the end of it. So like I just looped through that. I was like in a daze playing that game, probably for like 2 days. All I did was play the battle arena, and I was
grinding style.
Yeah, I was quite overpowered for the last few boss fights. I faced those last fights, and I was like, because of the business management side of things, it gives you like this ultimate attack, because you can do summons in this game, and the summons are hilarious, by the way. But you can do summons. So I did like this. I got this like satellite laser attack that does like 2,000 damage to every enemy.
Business mogul. It's like,
to be the number one business manager in on the planet.
Yeah, the businesses in the Yakuza games are secretly like a great way to just like get a shit ton of money for everything else. Yeah.
I mean, this was what I was doing it for, but then I ended up getting that attack that I didn't realize, and I just like anytime I had mobs. Oh, and you get an item in the battle arena where you can just avoid random spawn mobs. So I was able to finally get through that part, because you get crap experience from those random spawns. So the battle arena was where I leveled up, and I just like steamrolled through the game. The story was like really good, and I wish once I got towards the end, I wish that I had played a little more Yakuza.
I get that feeling, because I know there's some cameos of
there's some
characters,
big important characters cameos at the end of this game, and I'm just like, I know that guy. So but I was like the main character. The guy's like, who are you? And they have to be kind of explained kind of who they are. But I guess for the big fans of the show, like of the game, they wouldn't appreciate these characters, multiple characters.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of already know who they are, but it'll be interesting to see what context they're in.
Yeah. So I would say also, that this game got to be a little bit of a slog. Yeah, this game got to be a little bit of a slog in the middle, but the beginning and the endings were really good. And I recommend it, even for like Yakuza game fans. It's not the same combat system, but once you do the side stuff and build your character up, the game gets pretty fun combat-wise. Because there's so many other abilities you can do. So even like your team expands, and like built different teams. Like I had my A squad, I had my B. You know what I mean? I had my A and B squad. Just like in every good game, you want an A and B squad. You're like, okay, B team, go ahead, mop up. Yeah. And so I enjoyed it, but that's really it for me game-wise that I got to play. So I think Miles Morales, I think I'm picking that up tomorrow. So look for that soon.
Is it cheap?
All right, cool. I don't know. I was hoping it was pre-owned. Is all I'm going to GameStop and grab. I have credit. I have tons of credit still there, so I'm gonna go grab some stuff. But Corey, what have you been playing?
Not too much as usual. Mostly just board games. So tabletop. But I did get to play a game with Tony on Friday night. But it was funny because we were playing No Thanks, which is a quick, little filler game that's got some interesting, decisions to make and stuff. And one of the other players was like, "Oh, it's just 1 point," and they take a card, and then at the end of the game, they lost by 1 point.
Oh wow,
so that was pretty funny.
I even called it out. I was like, "1 point's a lot in this game. Like, what are you talking about?"
I think because she's like, "Oh, you're gonna give this to me for 1 point," and you're like, "Yeah, it's still 1 point." And he's like,
Yeah.
And she's like, but yeah. So then at the end of the game, it was like 1 point difference. It was funny. So,
that's the best kind of loss. You're like, ah. So those are the best. You can laugh like those for a long time. So, well, I'm gonna be building gaming machine very very.
You're gonna build it,
so,
or are you gonna get it pre-built?
No, I'm gonna build it. I can build it better. I can build it.
Dude, where are you getting a graphics card?
That's the problem. I'm gonna keep clicking. I'm gonna get one.
Dude, it's not even worth it.
I promise you, I will get one.
Not even worth it.
It's not worth it.
It's not. I'm telling you, it's not worth it.
You're gonna pay more.
You're
gonna pay
more. Because I literally just bought a PC last week. Actually, it's gonna come here this week with a 1060. Yep.
I mean, if you can get them from the site, they're only like, what are they, $360 or $400 or something like that, right?
Well, depends on, I guess, which one you're not. That's not the newer ones.
Yeah.
I thought they were. What are the new ones going for? 700?
Like a grand.
Holy shit! I was looking at I thought it was 1060, or it was. I'm thinking the 1060 was like $400, $500.
Oh wait, was it 1060 or 1080?
It's not like the high end one. It's like the one like below that. I thought that was really good. That's what I was looking at, and I don't know. I felt like if you can get that for the 400, I think it was 480 on Newegg. And I was like, okay, if I can somehow time my purchase for that, it would be worth it.
Well, if you can find one for retail, then maybe, yeah.
I mean, I priced out
an adventure.
I priced out a AMD machine with 32 gigs of RAM and that card. I think it was like $1,300. So I was going to put it all together for that much. So, but I don't know. Anyways, all right, Mike, what have you been playing?
So even though I said I would take a break after Yakuza 4, I did not.
Yakuza? You did.
I went right
into Yakuza. Gotta get that Yakuza fix, man. It's been your life for the past year.
I went into Yakuza 5 because when I was finishing up Yakuza 4, I was feeling a little fatigued, and then I don't even know what changed because I was just doing sub stories, mopping up, but it was you know what? I want to get into this again some more. So I didn't wait. I went right into Yakuza 5, which I heard some people say is some of their favorites. It definitely is a bit of a departure. It's another multiple character one, and 4 characters, which I think is maybe a little more than I want, but and it's one of the games where you start off and you're playing as a character. You're playing as Kiryu, who you are in most of this series, but at this point stuff has happened between 4 and 5, and it's a little bit different because he knows stuff that you don't as a player, and you don't. That's not how it's been before, so it's interesting. And they have this taxi mini game. You're a part of it. You drive
Crazy Taxi.
It's a lot like Crazy Taxi, except worse. But
no, that makes it better though, because it's worse.
Yeah, no, you get in trouble for crashing into invisible walls. They have just. They're not invisible. It's highlighted pink, but it's a wall that shouldn't exist in the game world. But it's just the edge of where they want you to be. And if you hit that, it's oh, you crashed into something. I'm like, no, I didn't. It's not
real. now your Falcons comment makes sense now. It's not real. I didn't hit the wall.
So, but it's interesting. I like it. It's definitely a slightly different look at that character.
Is it 5? You said?
Yeah, 5. So I'm getting there. And
okay, Mike, do you still have your Xbox?
My 360.
So you're playing on this. You're on the Game Pass, aren't you? Playing this on Game Pass?
Yeah.
Okay. If I gave you Like a Dragon, would you play it?
Probably.
because I have it, and I'd be willing to give that to you. And in fact, I will be over near your house tomorrow if you want to just meet me at a parking lot to pick it up.
Am I gonna get jumped? What's happening here?
No, I'm going to that strip mall by the M&M Mars over there. I'm gonna be right there.
Okay.
If you want to meet me over there at like 6 o'clock, I'll be over there.
I mean, I'll be working at 6 o'clock tomorrow, but.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I was like, I could drop. You can pick it up. I have it, and I'm like, I was gonna trade it in, but I'm like, you know what? Mike should play this game.
No,
How much
I feel like might end up on Game Pass soon, but I would definitely play it. But I have to play 1.5 other games first. Anyway,
okay. If you're gonna play those first, then I'll just trade it in because you're right. It probably will end up on Game Pass.
It will definitely end up on Game Pass.
Yeah.
But no, I'm interested to see it. Because I've had like very little tolerance for turn-paced games before. So
and it can be tedious in the beginning. So you really need to unlock more skills to get the game fun. But so it can be a little. But I told you I had auto battle on for a while, and I was making a sandwich and stuff. So it happens.
Okay. But I like Yakuza 5. We'll see how it goes. I've already put like almost 10 hours into it though, so I've put some time in already. I'm getting through these games quicker than I kind of thought. Like I'll be done with I think all of them, the first half of this year. So
yeah.
Then we have to see what's next.
Yeah.
Then I don't know.
That's the problem I have. It's like I took so long with this game. I'm just like, now what's next? I'm like, well, Miles Morales is definitely happening, so I have to get that. And there's still like, oh, Tony, that's what I'm going to ask you. The Mario games are going to get delisted soon, but I have a disc. I can still it's not like deactivated, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay, I was like that. They won't do anything weird. I
think it's just you can't buy them anymore.
They just wouldn't be able to buy them digitally. I wonder if I shouldn't even open that then.
More.
I mean, again, it's one of the best sellers of the past 12 months. So, I mean, I'm not saying it will never be a collector's item, but you'd have to hold on to it for quite a while, I would think.
Yeah.
For podcast episode 1058.
Yeah. Tony, what have you been playing?
Just Final Fantasy, board games with Corey. My friend Eric, he just beat Bravely Default 2, so probably do a trade with him at some point because he wants to play Xenoblade Chronicles. And this week is Monster Hunter Rise on Switch, so I'm definitely getting that. I already have it pre-ordered, so I'll be playing that this weekend.
Cool. All right.
Nice.
Find out next week how that was. So,
is that multiplayer? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.